my channel. Today we are going to discuss about Python operators.
We have different types of operators. Okay, just note down the different types of operators. The first one is arithmetic operators. Okay, so arithmetic operators, and secondly, you can see relational operators. First, I will list down the different types of operators, and then we will see one after another. Okay, so around 8 types of operators are there in Python. Okay, the first is arithmetic operators, and the second option is the relational operators, and the third is unary operators. Unary operators. Okay, and then we have bitwise operators, okay, so bitwise operators, and then we have logical operators, okay, and then assignment operators, and then we have a special operators in Python that is not there in C language, that is membership operators, and then finally okay. So these are the types of operators. Okay, so before, as I told you, before going for expressions, first we are going to see the different types of operators. Okay, so arithmetic operators, as you know, right, that is a plus. Okay, so that is a plus, and then minus, and then multiplication, okay, and then division, okay, and then modulo, right, and then any other okay, and then we have integer, okay, integer division, right, and then we have exponent also. Exponent double star. Okay, I will put comma, then only you will know the different category of arithmetic operators. Is it okay? Right. So these are some of the types of arithmetic operators. Okay. Okay. What about the relational operators? Relational operators, we have not equal to, okay, and then equal to. So difference between assignment and relational. This assignment operator we will use only one equal. Okay, but the relational operator in which we have to check whether one value, one constant which is equal to another constant. That time we have to go for relational operator. That's why we are using two equals here. Got my point? Okay. When we are using single equal, then that is assignment operator. When we are using two equal, then we are saying that that is a relational operator. Got my point? Okay. So normally the relational operator will returns the value as a Boolean type, either true or false. Got it? Okay. Less than, and then less than equal to, okay, and then less than or equal to, and then greater than, right, and then greater than, equal to. Got my point? Okay. So these are all some of the relational operators. Okay. And similarly, unary operators. That means you will have unary plus, and then you will have unary minus. Got my point? So for example, if you are giving a equal to 5, and if you are giving unary minus means minus of a, that means you will have the negative number. If you are not giving a positive value, automatically it will be considered as plus 5 only. A equal to 5 if you are giving, then that is equivalent to plus 5. But if you are mentioning as a is equal to 5, and if you are giving minus of a, then automatically the constant value, it will become minus of 5. Got my point? That is a different value, right? So that is the unary operator, either to make it as a negative sign or okay positive value, right? So that is the time we are using this unary operator that Python will support it. Okay, and the next one is bitwise operator. Okay, so what are the bitwise operator for OR? We are using that is a symbol. Okay, and then and for that we are using this and then okay, I think this is for OR. Okay, and then and, right, and then we have cap we are using, right, that is for XOR. Okay, that is shift 6, that is for XOR. Okay, and then a negation. For that we are using this symbol. Okay, so negation, right, and then we will go for, this is for left shift and this is for right shift. Got my point? So we will see one after another and how these operations are doing. Okay, so likewise we will see, and there are other operators also. Okay, first let us see, okay, the hands-on session for the first some type of operators. Okay, so that you will get a clear picture over it. Okay, so how these arithmetic operators. Okay, so for example, if I'm going for the Colab, okay, so I will open the Colab and I will consider now. Right. Okay. Right. So for Colab, if I'm using some examples, okay, for arithmetic operator, for example, as I told you, which are all the things, plus, minus, then multiplication, and then slash, and then modulo, and then okay, and then we will go for, this is called a floor division, or integer alone will be printed without any float. That's my point. And then this is the exponentiation. Okay, so how to do it, right? Say for example, if I'm right, I'm giving a value like a equal to something like a 5, and then b equal to 3. Okay, and simply if I am giving a plus b, okay, I'm not going to give any print format, simply I'm giving a plus b, right? So immediately I'm getting the answer, that is 8. Got my point? Okay, so a plus b, when I do, just I'm making the addition, and then I'm getting the result as 8. Got my point? Okay, and the next is, if I'm going for I'm not modifying the value a and b, I'm just giving a minus b, right? I'm just printing here. So automatically 5 minus 3 will be done, and 2. See how the code is very simple, okay, in checking the operators, right? We are not declaring anything else, okay, just we are giving the value directly and we are getting the output. That's why we can say the important feature of Python is very simple. Okay, so and then when we go for asterisk, okay, so that is a star b. Okay, so a star b, and I go for it, So 5 into 3, that means it is 15. Okay, so 5 into 3, that is actually the 15, right? Okay. And then if I'm going for A slash B, right, that is division, right? So now it is giving the exact value, a 1.6666 to 7, right? So it is giving an exact value. Even though I am giving the integer value, okay, A as an integer value 5 and B as an integer value 3, but when I am going for slash, it is not considered as an integer value. Got my point? Okay. So immediately it is giving the actual value, right? But in normal C, okay, when we are running the program, you will get only the value as 1. Got my point? Okay, so it will be only integer part you will get, because you are declaring both input variable as integer. Got my point? Okay, but here we are not, we are just say putting slash. It is converted into float and then it's giving the results. See, for example, if I'm giving a okay, if I'm giving C equal to A plus B, and if I want to know the type, okay, so print, okay, okay, so now I can see that print, okay, so automatically if I'm going for print of C, right, the value will be printed and then it is saying that it is a float. Got my point? So every time you can clearly understand that even though A and B are integer, okay, and when I ask to print the value of C, okay, that is the variable we have assigned. So here it is giving the float value, right? When I'm just checking the data type also, it's showing it as float. Got my point? So automatically the type conversion will be made, okay, because no type declaration that is done, whether what value to be written. Automatically the editor itself will understand that, okay, even though the user is giving two input value, the point is coming, so I will take and I will convert it into float value. Okay, so likewise the editor itself will decide. Okay, but I want specifically only the integer value. Got my point? Okay, so that is the type what I can do. I can just give a double slash b. Okay, so if I'm giving a double slash b, so I'm getting only 1. Okay, I'm not getting 1.666. Got my point? Okay, so this is how we can do floor division. This is called floor division. Okay, so we can just get only the integer part in decimal. Okay, so integer part in division. Okay, so that is how we are doing floor division. Okay, and then we can go for exponential. Okay, now this floor division and then exponential also, it's not there in C. Okay, but double star we can use. See, for example, A double star B. Okay, when I'm just giving here, you can getting the value that that means what actually we are getting A as 5, right? 5 cube. So 5 into 5 is 25. 25 into 5 is 125, right? So this particular operator is not there in C, right? That is exponent. Double star is not there, and then double slash is not there. Okay, because in simple slash itself it will return only the integer value. Okay, but here we have this floor division to specify whether I need only the integer value or not. Okay, or otherwise it will return only the float value. Got it? Okay, I hope you understood the arithmetic operators. Have you all understood this? Any doubt till now? Students, have you understood the topic?
Yes, sir.
Shall I proceed? Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ma. Very good. Okay. So the next is we can see the relational operators. Okay. So as I told you, the relational operators, that also we can just check it out. Okay, this is not equal to, and then here we can say this is equals. Okay, double equal. That means all these relational operator that will return the Boolean type. Okay, either true or false. Got my point? Okay, so it will return only the Boolean type. Okay, it is not going to return any numerical value like arithmetic operators. In relational operators, always it will returns only the Boolean type. Okay, and then less than, on less than, equal, and greater than. Okay, and then greater than, equal. Okay, let us check with the same example. Okay, so that easily you can understand. So a value is, okay, so again I am assigning a equal to some 8 and b equal to 7, right? And then I'm going to check the relational operator. Okay, first, as I told you, not equal. Okay, not equal means we can just check a which is not equal to b. Okay, so I'll just check the condition. Yeah, this returns true. Okay, because both A and B is not equal. Okay, so A is greater than B, right? So it is not equal to B. Yes, it is true. Got my point? Okay, so it returns the bool type. Okay, so for example, if I am going for C equal to A star B, right? If I am having like this, and if I am just telling that type of C. So according to the relational type, it gives the clear value as bool. Got my point? Okay, so that it returns the Boolean type. Got my point? So every time, please check this. Okay, so because there is no type declaration, you should know, right? When I'm using this particular operator, what particular okay type which gives. Okay, so what it going to return? Okay, the output, what type, okay, what data type it is going to return. So you should be very clear with that. Okay, so here when I am using relational operator, so that is not equal to, so that time it returns the data type as bool. Okay, so bool data type, right? And then coming to the next, I can just check whether both are equal. A equals B. As I told you, one equal means it is assignment operator, but I am going for double equal. Okay, so let us check what it returns. It is false because 8 is not equal to 7. Okay, both are not equal. Always it is A is greater. Okay, so this is wrong. Got my point? Okay, so that is how we are going to use this, which checks whether we are both are equal, right? And the next is coming to less than, whether A is less than B. Okay, so if you check A is less than B, no, A is greater, right? So it will also return false only. Okay, because 8, A is 8 and B is 7, right? Actually, B is greater than A, right? So this condition false, right? A is less than B, right? That is wrong. And if I say A is less than equal to B, right? It is neither equal nor less than B. Got my point? Okay, so let us check. This is also false. Both the condition fails. Okay, this is or less than or whether it is equal. Got my point? Okay, both the condition it is checking. So both the condition it failed. So if any one condition is positive, then also it will say true. Otherwise, it will show only false. Got my point? Okay. So that's why we are saying that A less than is equal to, that returns only false. Okay. Let us check A which is greater than B. Okay. What it will return? A is greater than 7. So returns true. Got my point? Okay. So the answer is right. So we can say the given expression is right. So it returns the bool type true. Okay, and the next, when we go for A which is greater than equal to B, what will be written? Anybody? A which is greater than equal to B, what will be written? Either written true or false. Anyone? A which is greater than or equal to B. True, because the first condition is satisfied. Okay, so that's even though the second condition not satisfied. Okay, so we are getting true. Got my point? So these are some of the examples for relational operators. Okay, so relational operators. One second, I want to tell you. Okay, first we have seen not equal to. Okay, and then we have seen equal to or not, and then less than. Okay, and then we have seen less than equal to. Okay, and then greater than, and then greater than equal to. Got my point? Okay, so these are all some of the relational operators. Okay, right? And coming to the next, that is we can say as unary operator. Okay, as I told you, we have a unary operator. If you are working in Colab, use text box like this, it will be good. If you are giving the side heading, it will be nice. When you look at the whole thing, that time it will be very useful. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. Relational operators. So instead of putting a text box, I have put code. That's why it's showing error. That's why I put simply as equals. Delete cell. Okay. So arithmetic operators, relational operators. Okay, and then we are going for unary operators. Okay, so as I told you, if I am giving simply like a equal to 5, okay, so a equal to 5, and then if I am giving minus a, the answer is becoming minus 5. Now, when you consider a, it will become minus 5. See, for example, if I am going to do a minus, so a minus 3, that means it takes this a as 5. Okay, and then 5 minus 3 is giving. If I am going for minus a minus 3, it will be considered as a separate operator. Okay, so minus 8. Got my point? Okay, so this is how you can change the sign of a particular variable. Okay, so that is called unary operator. If you are not mentioning, automatically it will be considered as a positive a only. Got my point? Okay, so this is about the unary operators. Okay, so that is unary operator already I given. So no issues. Okay. Have we understood the unary operator? Students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, right. So the next is assignment operators. Okay, so assignment. As I told you, assignment operators, what's the difference? Okay, so this assignment operator, it is going to assign some particular constant to the variable, right? But in the previous thing, that is relational operator, there also we have used two equal, that returns the bool type. It checks whether two variables which is equal or not. Okay, if you want to go for relational operator, many people will do wrong in typing okay, we're checking A equal to B, that time they will simply give A equal to B, okay, and sometimes they will use double equal for just assignment. Got my point? Okay, so that is the mistake. So please be very clear with what is the difference between A equals B and A double equals B. A equals B means it is an assignment operator, okay, and then A double equals B means that is a relational operator, checking whether both are equal or not. Got my point? Okay, so that's why I'm stressing this word. Okay, normally the students will do mistake in making the code. Okay, right. So what is this arithmetic operators? Arithmetic operators, as I mentioned already, which are all the things arithmetic operators? Assignment operator. Okay, so now we will see assignment operator, and bitwise, logical, membership and identity we will see in the next class. Okay, so what is this assignment operator actually? I can give some example. Okay, so assignment operator means if you are just assigning some value, a equal to 5 or something else, if you are giving, okay, so that is a equal to 5 or something. That means it is assigning a value to it. Okay, so directly I think we can go to the Colab and we can work. Okay, so a equal to 5. This is assigning a particular constant value to a variable 5. Got my point? Okay, so here again we are having a different category. Okay, so that is in assignment operator also we have plus equals. Okay, that is one type, and then minus equal, that is at another category. Okay, and the next one is star equal. Okay, that is how also we can use assignment operator, and then finally slash equal. Okay, and then double slash equal. Okay, mod equal. Likewise we can go. Okay, all the relational operator. Okay, so all the arithmetic operator what we have used, we can just put equal for assignment operators also. Got my point? Okay, so for example, what is the meaning of actually this one? Okay, so if you are giving a plus equal, okay, b, that means what? That means, okay, so I will go to the Colab. If I want to increment the value of a, okay, by 1, if I want to do that, then I can do this particular thing, a plus equals 1. What is the meaning of it? A equal to a plus 1. Already a is 5. Got my point? Okay, so if I'm doing like this, it is running. If I want to print the value of a, okay, so now the value becomes 6. Okay, so what is this actually means? Okay, so very important thing. Okay, so a equal to a plus 1. That is the meaning of it. Okay, so whenever we are giving a plus equal, okay, so this is the another shortcut way of assigning the value to a. Got my point? Okay, so if I am giving b equal to 4, if I am giving a plus equal to, okay, b, if I am giving like this, that means what? A equal to a plus b, right? So 5 plus 4. Got my point? Okay, so this is another way of assigning. Got my point? Okay, so again I am giving, so 9. Got my point? Okay, so this is how you can go for subtraction, and you can go for multiplication, division, and so on. See, for example, if I'm going to do for this one, okay, if I'm going for minus, okay, I'm giving space to show you clearly. That's why I'm giving space, but the space is not required. Okay, actually not required, but to show very clearly the expression, I'm giving this. Okay, so a minus equals b. Okay, so if I'm giving like this, and then I'm asking to print the value of A. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? A equal to A minus B. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? A equal to A minus B. A minus B means already A is 5 and then B is 4. Okay, so already B is okay incremented. B value is incremented. Okay, so 5 minus 4, that is 1. Okay, so 5 minus 4, that is 1, right? Okay, so A equal to A minus B, right? We will go for asterisk also. Okay, so A asterisk equals B. Okay, so what is the meaning of it? The shortcut for A equal to A into B. So 5 into 4. So 4 into 4. 5 into 4. We will give a new value because it is updated and it get confused. So A equal to 3, B equal to 2. So 3 into 2. Got my point? Okay, so because if you are using the same variable, such confusion occur because normally we will not use the same variable, isn't it? We will use different variable for different expressions, right? So that's why it is getting from this we have already given any minus, so taking that value and it is confusing us. So practice by giving always assigning the value to it and then whether this particular thing is working or not. Got my point? Okay, so when you do like that, you can solve the issue. Similarly for division also we will check. Okay, so I am giving A equal to 3 and then again the same thing, B equal to 2 and then A which is I can give slash equal, okay, B, assigning and then print of A. Got it? So here I am getting 1.5 actual value. Okay, so actual value I am getting. We will check for whether the other one. Okay, floor division also whether it is working or not. We will check. A equal to 3 and then B equal to 2 and then we will check for A double slash equal B. Okay. I don't know whether it will work for floor division or not, but anyhow we will check. No problem. Wow, it's coming. Even for this also I can give the assignment operation. Got my point? So shortcut of it. So what is the meaning of actually this one? Okay, so please write it as a comment so that you will not forget. A equal to A double slash B. That is the meaning. Got my point? Okay, so here we can say A is equal to A by B. A by B means automatically it is converting into a float value. So 1.5. 3 divided by 2, that is 1.5. Even though both are integer value, I am returning the float value, right? And but here for floor division, I am assignment. Assignment operation means double slash equal. Okay, so I can give like this instead of giving A equal A double slash B, I can simply give it as A double slash equal to B. This is a shortcut form of the arithmetic operations. Got my point? Okay. I think you have understood about arithmetic operations, unary operations, relational operations, and assignment operations. Okay, so these four categories today we have seen. Okay, So in the next class, we will see about the remaining type, like a bitwise operator, logical operators, assignment operators. Okay, so that we have seen membership operators and identity operators. Okay, so when we look at that also, then we can go for operator precedence. Okay, that is in the expression. They can see how the precedence will be happen, and so that it will be the expression part will get over. Okay, so these are all the part of expressions only. Okay, but we are concentrating much on the operators. Okay, I hope you all understood today's topic. If you have any doubt, you can chat with me and you can clear your doubts. Okay, even after this class get over, also you can stay and you can clear your doubts. Okay, so thanks for joining.